AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is, when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them, in a sense, and gotten the ball from them.
Run left, run left, run left.
Here's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. Down to the 25. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Let's go, let's go. So right, so right. Lucy, Lucy. 372.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Niles Paul, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down throw for Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Bortles. Trying to lay one up deep. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Charles, that's an important 3rd down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on 4th down, that's big for the defense.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Here we go. All right, hey. Gun. 26.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Lucy.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Here we go. 372.
To throw is Bortles. Wide open receiver complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
I got you. Move. Banjo. 46.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was the free safety, Tashawn Gibson, who was able to range over and knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Tight end right. Here we go. All right, hey. Sweat to 8. Gun. Switch and hey. Here we go, 46.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play here for the Cowboys. 49 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here we go, 4-8. Gun. Here we go, 46.
Prescott on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott yet again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hey, go down. 44, back, 44. Go, get out there. Gun. Hey, switch. 26.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Here we go, 4-8. 26.
To the air again, Prescott. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the 1st half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the 1st half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? losing, it's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Now the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, spread right, spread right, spread right, spread right, smack.
On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about Hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Prescott. A beautiful fake. Elliott a first down and more. And all the way up to the 35-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Here we go. Wide in.
And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Wide in.
A first down throw for Prescott. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Prescott now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Here we go. Wide in. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Gun. Hey, here we go. Wide in. Gun. 47.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So that one will be accepted. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Omaha. Set. Green 80.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Set. Green 80.
To throw, it's Bortles. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught at the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. It's a big play. Bortles to Westbrook, 43 yards. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
Let's go. Sunday. Set. Green 80. 36. Set.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
First down, Prescott. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. A big play here for Dallas. 55 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know, there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Here you go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Calais Campbell in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down. You go 46. 46.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey. 4 down, 4 down. You go 46, 46. Here we go, get that, let's go, get out. Gun. 26.
Prescott from the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And his kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Now the return, Rashad Green. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Paul. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Lucy. 11B.
Bortles now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. So we've reached halftime here. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Green to bring it back. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I bet you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. On play action, now Bortles. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. David Irving, never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Shotgun now for Bortles. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
11B, 11B. 11B, 11B. Lucy. 372. 372.
On third and long, it's Bortles. Looking long for Westbrook. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Prescott now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a first and 10.
Here we go. Wide, hey.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10.
Here we go. Wide, hey. Go. Go, go, get out there, get out there. Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
A second down throw for Prescott. There he goes left side. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Lambo on for the extra point. And oh, it's blocked. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, 180. Hey, switch. Back. 26.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Barry Church, the strong safety, the one to get him down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Here we go, 46, 46.
Prescott now. Throwing right, and that's complete. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Here we go, 47, 47. You got 4. You got 4. Hey, switch. 26.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Second down, Prescott. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 47, the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
44 to the right. 44 to the right. Switch. It's our time, guys.
Back to it after the pick six. Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Cooper was the target there. That'll bring up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Go, get out there. Gun. 44. Gun. Check.
Throwing again. Prescott on second and 10. And boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10.
Get out there. Switch.
To throw is Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Here we go. 180.
44, Mike, 44. Tackle. Tighten up.
Gun. Here we go, 46.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
4 down. Check.
Here we go, 46. Go. Get out there.
I got him.
Gun.
Be ready.
26.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Lucy. Hey, spread right. Smack.
54 is Mike.
11.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He's going to sling this deep downfield and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
11B. Hey, let's go. Trips left, trips left. Lucy. Hey, let's go. Trips left. Omaha.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
Go left.
Bortles. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A first throw for the backup, Kessler. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Watch him now, Barney.
Slam. Ship.
A handoff to Fournette. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down. The Jaguars on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
And now it's Kessler. The open man is Shark. It's complete. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Hey, 4 down. 4 down.
Here's a give to Fournette. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars continue to roll. Lambo to add on the extra point. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that will extend this big lead. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Hey. Here we go.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And all the way down to the 35. A big run that time by Elliott. 41 yards on the ground. A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Hey, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just called the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
Airing it out for Hearns. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Allen Hearns, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to make things a bit more respectable. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
On 1st and 10, it's Kessler. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. That's complete. The former basketball star, Rico Gathers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
4 down.
Switch and 26.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Lucky 56. Gone.
After the interception, here's Kessler. He's going to launch this thing way down. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Austin Seferian-Jenkins. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will extend this big lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They keep on the ground with Elliott. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Go to 54, go to 54. Why?
They go play action here on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Barry Church. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat.
Detroit!
A 1st down throw for Kessler. He goes underneath for Yeldon. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Gone!
Now Kessler. He's going to let this one go deep. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Done. You go 47.
Check 52. Check 26. Check 26. He's checking.
26.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Kessler looks to throw it. Open man right side is Shark. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Detroit! 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 Back down!
On 2nd down, Kessler forced out to his left. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
Now Kessler on 1st down. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Out of the gun, Kessler. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Well, Charles, it's one thing.